Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, dear brothers and sisters, and welcome to the 21st tafsir clip of this month of Ramadan. In this clip, inshallah, we're going to delve into one of the verses of the Quran that speaks about one of the greatest signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of those signs that when you look upon it, you can really truly see the mysterious nature and essence of this phenomenon, that you can only point to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for creating it and bringing it about. This is, of course, a verse that occurs in Surah Ar-Rum. As we know, Surah Ar-Rum is one of those verses, or one of those surahs, that starts out many of its verses with وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ, and from amongst His signs. So the Quran mentions a number of signs. Many of these we hear about in other verses of the Quran. This one in particular, you don't normally hear about it in the verses of the Quran as a sign of God's existence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about it in other verses, but not so much as a sign, whereas here He does that. So sometimes the Quran says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ, the creation of the heavens and the earth, and lightning, and these natural phenomena. Then He says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ, and this is verse 21 of Surah Ar-Rum, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَزْوَاجِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And amongst His signs is that He created you in pairs, and that you would, have a spouse, and that this spouse would bring you tranquility and peace. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And He would place between you this love and this affection and this beautiful relationship. One of the most beautiful ways that one can truly understand this verse of the Quran is what happens at the beginning of a marital relationship. It's very beautiful how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He makes things easy, because when a marriage is taking place, it's two different individuals with two different backgrounds, two different upbringings, two different families. They're coming together. And in this moment where they're going to come together and they're going to create their own unit, naturally there's going to be a lot of friction. This one likes to do things this way, the other one likes to do things the other way. Someone likes to have the temperature on 76 degrees, the other one likes to have the temperature on 80 degrees, right? This is all disputes that wives or husbands always have. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does here, in my words, He sprinkles a little bit of His magic into this relationship. That there is so much love and affection, especially at the beginning of the relationship, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of this friction. Yes? This unit starts to work together. They start to work very smoothly. But the only reason why they can do that is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places this love and affection between them. Somehow, between these initial interactions between this young man and this young woman, this love and affection is created. It is such a strong love and affection that they seem to forget about all the personal preferences that they had. Before, this young man didn't want to wake up early in the morning. Now you ask him, he's willing to take a hike in the morning, yes? Before, this young woman, she wanted to go sleep early. Now, because this young man wants to stay up, later, maybe they want to watch a movie, for example, they want to talk maybe, for example, whatever the case may be, she's willing to do it as well. Now, all of a sudden, their lives and their preferences almost go out of the window because they're willing to give so much to one another. This is the magic that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking of. And who created this? Who brought this about? It's more than just a physical attraction if you think about it. There's something deeper there. And this is why the Quran says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ, because this is truly one of His signs. It's mysterious what happens when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings this young man and young woman to one another.